Hello and welcome to this episode of Dread Captures, the ultimate destination for those who seek the thrill of witnessing the unexplained. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the most compelling and jaw-dropping camera footage we can find. Trail cameras, security cameras, and other recording devices can capture events that occur when no one is around. We have gathered trail camera footage of wild animals, cryptids, paranormal activity, mysterious creatures lurking in the shadows, and strange phenomena that defy explanation. We have it all. Our team of experts scours the internet and beyond to bring you the latest and greatest in the world of wildlife and the unknown. So whether you're a seasoned cryptozoologist, a veteran outdoorsman, or just a curious viewer, buckle up and get ready for an adventure like no other. Now, let's get into the captures. In July of 2019, approximately 100 miles off the coast of California, United States naval vessels are conducting military drills. The ship logs reveal that they're also being harassed by unidentified drone-like crafts. Journalists bring this story to light in April 2021, and the situation takes an intriguing turn when filmmaker Jeremy Corbell presents the following. A night vision video from the U.S. Russell shows three entities seemingly soaring above. The largest one among them emits a flashing light. Whoever shot this video thinks the objects are important enough to leak the footage to the public. Let's enhance and zoom in the view because there's something else worth pointing out here. The entities have a triangular or pyramid configuration, and trust me, this detail holds significance. Like me, I'm sure most of you have heard a sound that stopped you in your tracks. A sound that you just couldn't quite put your finger on. In most cases for me, it has been animals mating or their mating calls ripping through the forest. Let me know what you think about what this gentleman caught on a snow-covered day.
I know what that is. I'm scared.
Now, I'm not sure what that is, but my gut tells me it's something in distress. This man didn't reveal his location, but by the looks of the backdrop and the snowy weather, I'd reckon he's in the northern part of the United States. The other biggest clue is that this is no small animal. This animal's calls felt strong and guttural. My first instinct is mountain lion. I think it's safe to rule out a wolf or a bear, but I'm just not sure. My only other guess is that it could be a cryptid of some sort. I'm not sure a Bigfoot would be this vocal and risk of drawing attention to itself. However, like mentioned before, he or she could be in distress, maybe wounded or caught in a trap. I'm interested in your thoughts and theories. Please let me know. This next clip is from an interview with a well-known cryptid hunter. While driving through the serene landscapes of the Thunderchild First Nations area in Saskatchewan, a man named Miles was startled by a movement in his peripheral vision, originally mistaking it for a black bear emerging from the dense tree line. His curiosity peaked when he realized the creature walked upright. The silhouette it cast against the setting sun was unnervingly large. It stood almost 9 feet tall, a size no bear would ever reach. Without missing a beat, as Miles slowed his car, he pulled out his phone, fingers trembling slightly. His instincts told him this was a unique moment, one that deserved to be recorded. As he focused his lens on this tall creature, it took steady, purposeful strides, every muscle movement highlighting its humanoid but beastly structure. The tension was palpable. Miles could almost hear his own heartbeat racing in the face of the unknown. However, the sighting was fleeting. Before Miles could gather more evidence, or even fully comprehend the gravity of what he was witnessing, the mysterious creature gracefully disappeared behind a hill and vanished into the dense trees. It left Miles with just a brief but clear video, a possible testament to the legend of the Saskatchewan Sasquatch. Well done, Miles, for holding onto your composure in such an electrifying moment. For as long as anyone can remember, numerous unknown objects have been spotted in our skies. More often than not, these look like metallic crafts. Yet, some caught on camera are more puzzling than others. In a pair of videos uploaded by Todd Mitchell, we get a glimpse of an open park in Detroit Lakes beneath an overcast sky. Every now and then, lightning lights up the distant horizon, while the trees stand unusually still, as if awaiting a heavy storm. At first, everything seems typical, but if you look closer, on the screen's right, just above the trees, there's a peculiar black figure slowly rising. Watch closely. In another shot, a similar black figure appears, this time from the left. It darts around quickly and then seems to fade away, but an observant viewer pointed out that it doesn't completely vanish. It just blends with the dark backdrop for a moment, then re-emerges, appearing to descend. Interestingly, multiple people mentioned they've seen similar movements in the sky. What could this be? Are these odd black figures connected to the looming storm? Could they just be a swarm of insects looking for shelter before rain starts? Many are convinced that animals, especially dogs, possess a unique sensitivity towards supernatural occurrences. In this next camera capture, we see undeniable evidence of something unusual happening. But is it truly a ghostly presence? The footage shows a dog pacing nervously in a fenced courtyard, seemingly trying to alert someone inside the house. The dog looks anxious, often looking through the window and scratching at the door. At first, you might notice small orbs floating around, which could be dismissed as dust or maybe pollen. But the real intrigue comes next. As the dog scratches at the door, an eerie, ghostly figure seems to drift into the yard, eventually fading away. The dog, appearing startled, swiftly shifts its position, eyes locked onto the mysterious apparition. Without more context about the video, it's challenging to pinpoint what we're truly seeing. Could this indeed be evidence of a ghostly presence? Or might there be a more mundane explanation? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Personally, I feel that dogs have a sixth sense about a lot of things, and that they are super sensitive to paranormal activity. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts. In Alberta, Canada, near Jasper, a video emerged suggesting the presence of Bigfoot. Presented by Conrad on behalf of his buddy Floyd, who chose to keep his identity concealed, the footage is genuinely baffling. Floyd, taking a breather from his drive, spotted a huge shadowy figure observing some mountain goats that were grazing. Thankfully, Floyd had the foresight to record the encounter with this creature, which to him clearly wasn't human, using his iPad. The only thing Floyd kept mentioning was how tall it was, and his only explanation was that maybe the creature stood on its hind legs for a better vantage point. This video, captured in 2017, isn't the best because it was recorded on his iPad. As Conrad describes it, Floyd stopped for a brief pit stop at a roadside area, and it was actually Floyd's brother that alerted him to the odd scene in the distance. According to Floyd, the creature seemed intrigued by some mountain goats. However, it later shifted its direction, and despite their best efforts, they couldn't get closer due to there being no drivable roads. Still, he did the best with what he had at his disposal. I'm appreciative of the video. It's a treat to see such unique footage. As Conrad puts it, when someone believes they've caught Bigfoot on tape, both the Bigfoot enthusiasts and the broader curious public eagerly anticipate such videos, and they really want their chance to debunk them. With that being said, What do you guys think of this video? Real, fake, or something misidentified? I covered this amazing video a few weeks back, but the footage was a little dicey. So when I saw the better quality was able to zoom it in, I knew I had to update you guys. This clip was analyzed by the guys over at Rocky Mountain Sasquatch. And for those of you who don't know, they are a Bigfoot research organization specializing in the debunking of dozens and dozens of Bigfoot videos, pictures, and eyewitness accounts. Here is the updated video and interview. In this video, there's a supposed Sasquatch from Michigan seen crossing the Cass River. It looks like it might be holding a young Sasquatch and possibly a deer. So far, no one has convincingly disproved this footage. Whenever I receive puzzling videos like this, I like sharing them with everyone to see what they think. Most times, if there's a problem with a video, many expert reviewers will spot it. However, this particular Sasquatch video from Michigan still hasn't been proven false in a way I find convincing. It remains a mystery. Some experts suggest it's just a person in fishing gear holding a dog, but their explanations don't seem thorough, based only on a single image showing a shadow that, to me, looks more like the legs of the young Sasquatch. There's also recent analysis by Thinker Thunker that counters these claims by showing the colors seen aren't typical for fishing gear. I never really believed the fishing gear theory because the details of hands, fingers, and faces seen in the video don't match that idea. Hopefully, we'll get clearer answers about this fascinating video from Michigan one day. But for now, it remains an unresolved Bigfoot case. Let me know what you think about this video. It's pretty amazing if it's credible. Many a chilling tale involves a lonely road at night. And in a particular video shared by Justin Burke, we see a classic setting take a turn for the unusual. From within a car, the road ahead seems ordinary, until a large, dark figure swiftly zips across the sky, vanishing from view. When watched at its regular speed, this object has the look of a traditional UFO, reminiscent of a dark cigar or cylinder shape. But if you take a moment to slow the footage down, the object shows some puzzling details. It seems to leave behind a trail of smoke-like bursts. Almost like a squid releasing ink as it propels forward. As with most inexplicable videos, viewers have many theories. Some speculate it might be an advanced aircraft or even a being from another world. Others even humorously suggest it resembles a Dementor from Harry Potter. Without audio, ruling out a jet is challenging, but the object definitely doesn't match any familiar human-made vehicles. The true nature of this odd flying entity remains an open-ended mystery. In a secluded woodland, a trail camera captured a scene that sent the internet into a frenzy. A man cradling what looked to be an alien. The figure was unmistakably non-human, bulbous head, large eyes, slender limbs. At first glance, it seemed as if the man was trying to aid the extraterrestrial being, perhaps offering him help. However, the scene grew suspicious when viewers noted a metallic canister nearby. Positioned just so, it appeared as if the creature was emerging from it. Skeptics quickly deduced that the man might be setting up an elaborate hoax. Was he planning to film the discovery of this alien, in hopes of viral fame? Or perhaps this was an intricate prank, designed to spook an unsuspecting friend? While a few held on to the hope that this was a genuine moment between man and otherworldly being, the majority leaned towards the skepticism of this day and age. In a world where seeing isn't always believing, the photo stands as a reminder that even the most compelling visuals need a discerning eye. Do you ever leave your car unlocked when you park it at home, thinking it's safe in your driveway? Sometimes it's not just human intruders you should be wary of. One woman got the surprise of her life when, after parking her SUV and heading inside with her groceries, she returned to find a big black bear sitting in her driver's seat. As she approached, apple basket in tow, she tried to close the door, hoping maybe the bear would just settle in and she could deal with it later. But that plan quickly fell apart, and she dropped her basket, racing back into her home. Caught on what's likely her home security camera, the video quickly made its way to Twitter, racking up over 5 million views and 30,000 retweets. In the full video, you can see her sprinting away while the startled bear jumps out looking to flee. But spotting the abandoned apple basket, it seems the bear couldn't resist a quick meal. Thankfully, bears can't drive, so her car was probably safe in the end. Let me know if you've ever had an encounter like this. I had a friend who lived in the woods in Alaska, and it was recommended that she only shop for groceries once a month. I know there were a lot of bears in her area, and I guess they were trying to cut down on the amount of times you were in the wild holding bait for the bears. This is just a great video, and I got a good chuckle from this. A man became an internet sensation when he hopped into an airport X-ray machine with his luggage. Those machines, designed to scan bags for safety concerns, clearly aren't meant for passengers. To many, it seemed like this might have been his first airport experience, as he appeared unsure about what to do. The video clip circulating online even humorously speculates, first time at the airport? Airports can be overwhelming for first-timers, but most would agree it's better to ask for guidance than to jump into an X-ray scanner. Thankfully, airport staff quickly intervened to direct him properly. The video of this curious incident garnered millions of likes and views, prompting a mix of reactions. While some users poked fun at the man's misadventure, others sympathized, pointing out that airports can be tricky, especially for foreign visitors. A particularly intriguing comment claimed the man's detour might have been a lifesaver. They shared an unverified story that a medical student working as a security guard noticed a mass in the man's lung from the scan. They supposedly had an emergency procedure in the airport's executive lounge. While it's a heartwarming twist, there's no concrete proof to back it up. That would be an absolute nutty turn of events. Check out this cool video where two unusual buddies meet. The big one at the front is a mystery, but right behind it, that's a bear, clear as day. But here's where things get tricky. The heavy fur on the first creature hints it might be a domestic yak. You know, those big furry animals from the mountains that have thick hair dangling below and strong legs. Look how huge he is. Now, while it's weird to see a bear following a yak without trying to eat it, it's not totally out of the realm of possibility. We have seen some odd wildlife friendships over the course of our videos. So, while the bear is definitely not in harm's way, even with the distinct size disadvantage, the yak seems comfortable too. And while he does have some ability to fend off threats or evade predators in challenging terrains, it's not guaranteed that a yak could escape a determined bear, especially if cornered or isolated. However, it's worth noting that in their natural habitat, yaks have coexisted with potential predators for millennia, and have evolved behaviors and traits to minimize the risk of predation. But here's the twist. We can't see this mysterious creature's face. Without that, who can say it's a yak for sure? Some folks even wonder if this might be some unknown furry cryptid. In that case, maybe the bear really is in danger. What's your guess? A man was filming a video of a woman, most likely his wife, and a child walking hand in hand. It's a peaceful scene, but suddenly, a strange creature shows up, heading for the woods. The woman sees the creature and stops, and the person with the camera realizes something strange is happening before the video stops. This creature looks a lot like what many people think Bigfoot looks like. It's big, looks like an ape, and walks a bit like a human. But here's the thing. The way it walks seems too human. It's as if someone is wearing a costume. I love Bigfoot stories and videos, but this one seems off to me. Why would someone film their family like this unless they expected something to happen? If you saw a huge creature near your child, wouldn't you react? But everyone in the video is calm. The mother's reaction is way out of the norm. To me, it looks like they might have planned this video. What's your opinion? You can also see a bright light in the woods. While cruising the scenic roads of Alaska, a man stumbled upon a surprising sight. A moose, confidently striding down the road as if it were a routine walk in the park. The driver, with his camera in hand, was spellbound, inching closer to capture this once-in-a-lifetime encounter. We often hear of the sheer size of moose, but seeing this, it's a whole different story. It's baffling how anyone could confuse such a towering creature with elks or deer. Delving deeper, I discovered moose can soar to heights of 8 to 9 feet. This particular one, it could easily weigh more than 800 pounds. While generally gentle, a moose isn't to be played with. If threatened, they won't hesitate to charge. So, if you ever find yourself face to face with one of these majestic giants, admire its grandeur from afar. Their size alone signals the potential danger if they ever feel the need to defend themselves.